In this series, we'll be constructing Ash's ultimate team if he was a champion specialising in one specific type of Pokemon, using Pokemon that he has caught or bonded with in the past. To check out the previous episodes, click the playlist in the video description. And now, in this video, we'll investigate what if Ash was a normal type champion. After 2 crazy years, let's start 2022 with a little bit of normality. Be sure to let me know the team that you'd give Ash in the comments below, and be sure to smash the subscribe button too. It really helps me out a crazy amount. So, without further ado, let's hop straight into it. The first member of Ash's ultimate normal type team will be Ash's Tauros. Ash caught 30 Tauros, and honestly, their strength is so underrated. They're strong enough to lift and throw Pokemon like Metagross, Venusaur, and Dragonite using just their heads. And Tauros has really impressive battle feats too. Tauros defeated Drake's Venusaur, really weakened his Dragonite too. Tauros won against a famous, undefeated Tauros champion in a tournament. And Tauros took down Annabelle, a Frontier Brain's Metagross. Tauros' main weapon is its head and its horns, so maybe Ash could teach Tauros Zen Headbutt, which would really be helpful against fighting types, which are absolutely the team's biggest weakness. Tauros is bulky, strong, competitive, energetic, and it's come through for Ash multiple times. Also, their famous Fissure attack could help out against both Rock and Steel type Pokemon, which both resist normal type Pokemon. The second member of Ash's normal type team will be Ash's Tauros number 2. Ash's Tauros number 2 is incredibly special. Where do I even start? Nah, I'm just kidding, but imagine Champion Ash rocking up with a squad of 6 Tauros. That would be hilarious. So the real second spot of this team goes to Ash's Noctowl. Noctowl was incredibly intelligent, even outsmarting many humans. So this attribute could really come in handy in terms of generating strategies for the team. Its hypnosis was so powerful and could be used in such unique ways, like making a Fearow believe that Noctowl was a huge Charizard. Imagine Noctowl using these wacky abilities to confuse opponents. It would be crazy strong. Noctowl is also famous for its many psychic abilities, including Confusion and Extrasensory. These psychic moves could be absolutely incredible when it comes to dealing with dangerous fighting types. And of course, Noctowl being a flying type too also protects the team from fighting type Pokemon. Noctowl's potential really wasn't explored at all in the anime, so Noctowl deserves to peak as a key member of this team. The third member of Ash's normal type champion team will be Ash's Staraptor. Staraptor is best known for its super competitive personality, its absolute love for training and battling, its awesome battle feats, like defeating Paul's Weavile, alongside its memorable, powerful moveset. I mean, it had close combat and Brave Bird. Staraptor and Ash were so similar and so in sync, and since Staraptor wasn't on the flying type team, it definitely deserves a spot on this team. Its close combat attack could help deal with both dangerous rock and steel types, and its flying typing means that Ash has another counter against the team's biggest threat, fighting types. Out of all of Ash's birds, Staraptor and Noctowl are easily the most fitting for this team. The fourth spot of this normal type team has to go to Ash's Snorlax. We all knew this one was coming. I mean, Snorlax is one of Ash's strongest Pokemon ever. It defeated Claire's Kingdra, Raiden's Feraligatr, Gary's Arcanine, Gary's Nidoqueen, Harrison's Hypno, Harrison's Steelix, Greta's Hariyama, Greta's Medicham, and so much more. It knows crazy powerful moves too, like Ice Punch, Rest, Hyper Beam, Body Slam, and let's not forget how bulky and tanky Snorlax is in general. And after all of these years, Ash and Snorlax are really in sync, so they can battle really well together. And of course, the main gimmick on this team will be Snorlax Gigantamaxing. If Snorlax is already tanky and immovable in his base form, then just imagine how unstoppable he would be when Gigantamaxed. I honestly don't think any opponents could do any damage to him. Even the official Pokemon website says that Gigantamax Snorlax is one of the strongest Pokemon ever discovered in the entire world. That's crazy. Snorlax is gonna absolutely dominate on this team. The final two Pokemon on this team are picks that I expect the majority of you to very much disagree with. They're definitely very out there picks, you know, but I personally like them. So the fifth member of Ash's ultimate normal type team will be Ash's Ambipom. During the Kanto Battle Frontier, Ash caught an Apom. She was so incredibly close with Ash that she even freaked out when she was left at Professor Oak's lab because she missed him so much. And this happened twice. Apom even followed Ash to Sinnoh because she couldn't handle being away from him. After battling alongside Ash for a while, she developed an interest in Pokemon contests. So then Ash traded her to Dawn. But then later in the series, Ambipom developed an interest in Pokemon Ping Pong. And so Dawn released her so that she could go and train in Ping Pong in Vermilion City. So what I'm getting at here is that Ambipom was incredibly indecisive, finding and experimenting with new interests and career paths all the time. But throughout all of that, she loved Ash dearly. Ash and Go live in Vermilion City right now in Pokemon Journeys, the same place that Ambipom is currently training. So I want Ash and Ambipom to reunite, and for Ambipom to join his team again. To be honest, it's not that far-fetched to suggest that Ambipom could become interested in battling again, since she seems to change her mind all the time. From battling, to coordinating, to ping pong, back to battling again. I like the sound of that. The sixth and final member of Ash's ultimate normal type team will be Ash's Dunsparce. Although Ash doesn't own a Dunsparce, it's very canon that he really wants to catch one. He showed interest in the Pokemon way back in the original series, and then he tried and failed to catch a Dunsparce in both the Black and White series and the X and Y series. He tried twice. We can't have Ash's normal type team without the Pokemon that Ash so clearly wants to catch. Dunsparce may be pretty weak in the games and the anime, but it has so many potential moves, ranging from grass to water to fire to ice to electric to rock. The list goes on. It could cover so many opponents with this crazy move diversity. And hey, maybe someday Dunsparce will get an evolution or a regional evolution or a new form or something. And that will really justify its position on this team even more so. So overall, if Ash was a normal type champion, I believe his ultimate team would be Tauros, Noctowl, Staraptor, Snorlax, Ambipom, and Dunsparce. I know Ash has other normal type Pokemon too, like Swellow and Pheasant, but I didn't want the majority of the team to be flying types, since this is a normal type team. To test how strong this team is, I asked my friend Albab, who plays Pokemon competitively, to briefly evaluate the team in terms of game logic, to see if it's as viable in the games as it is in the anime. And this is what he said. Staraptor could definitely be the strongest team member, because its reckless ability could really boost its double edges, and its close combats could really provide some respite against steel types. Snorlax is bulky on the special side and can hit back for big damage, but its low speed and physical bulk really limit it. Tauros is fast and quite bulky, but really it's just not very strong. Ambipom is fast and its technician ability can boost some of its attacks, but generally its damage output and defenses are pretty horrendous. Noctowl can help out against rock and steel types, with its tinted lens ability powering up not very effective moves, but generally it's just not very strong either. Dunsparce is about as bad as you'd expect, but maybe its glare attack could spread paralysis if we're lucky. Overall, this team is probably the worst team in this series yet, in terms of game logic. It really lacks both offensive and defensive backbones, but if there's any bright side, at least it doesn't have too many type weaknesses. So there we have it. I know this team is obviously pretty weak in the games, but I think it's awesome in the anime. Snorlax's power and bulk, Noctowl's psychic abilities and intelligence, Staraptor's competitiveness, Tauros's energy, the sentimentality of Dunsparce and Ambipom. It would be a really fun team, even if it's not the strongest team ever. Let me know which Pokemon you think would be on Ash's normal type team in the comments below, and also let me know what type you want me to cover next. Smash the thumbs up button and subscribe too if you enjoyed, and on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.